We are covering a critical topic for the Arizona Notary Public Exam: how to properly handle a last will and testament. The exam will almost certainly test your knowledge on this because it's a common point of confusion and a major area of liability. In Arizona, a will does not need to be notarized to be legally valid. The legal requirement under Arizona revised statutes is for the will to be in writing, signed by the testator, and signed by two witnesses. The exam trap you must avoid is agreeing to notarize the will document itself. You must refuse. Your role as a notary is not to validate the will, but to notarize a separate, optional document called a self-proving affidavit. As outlined in ARS Section 142504, this affidavit allows a will to be made self-proved. This means the court can accept the will during probate without needing to track down the original witnesses to testify, which significantly speeds up the process. For the exam, picture this scenario. A signer presents a will and asks you to notarize their signature. The incorrect action is to simply notarize it. The correct action is to state that you cannot notarize the will itself, but you can notarize the signatures of the testator and the two witnesses on a self-proving affidavit. This affidavit is a sworn statement where the signer and witnesses declare under oath that all legal formalities for signing the will were followed. This requires a juret, not an acknowledgement, because the signers are swearing to the contents of the affidavit. A common point of confusion is the difference between a last will and a living will. A living will is a healthcare directive outlining medical preferences. These documents are commonly notarized in Arizona and are a separate concept from the last will and testament we are discussing. So, how do you remember this on exam day? Use this mental shortcut: not the will, just the sworn frill. This reminds you to avoid the will itself and focus only on the sworn affidavit, which is the frill or attachment that makes the probate process easier. If a signer insists on notarizing the will or doesn't have the proper affidavit, you must refuse and refer them to an attorney for legal advice. This protects you from the unauthorized practice of law and ensures you pass this critical section of your exam. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.